Let's do another Valentine's look. Now this one is called What If We Were Made for Each Other. You guys already know we need to lock this makeup down, so we need to go ahead and start prepping. Of course, we are going to prime our eyes because we are going to do a really simple eye look. So let's do the eye look. We're going to take a little bit of this brown shade with a really fluffy brush, and we're just going to take it all over the eye. And you're also going to want to bring it up because we did go in with a light primer. Now, to make sure that we have an even blend all over around, we're just going to take a lighter cream shade and just blend right at the edges. Now we're going to take a pink shimmer and we're going to apply this just all over the lid. Now I want to add the tiniest bit of depth, so I'm going to go in with a darker pink shimmer and just apply it right on the edge of the eye, just using my finger and then tapping it in so we can mesh both of those shimmer shades on the eyes. Now let's go in with some brown liquid liner and just create a little baby wing, not too big, because the concept for this makeup is definitely not very... it's just subtle, it's pretty. So now it's time to go in with some foundation. So I do want to apply a little bit of color corrector just right underneath the eye before we go in with the concealer. But I do want to mix the color corrector with the foundation. I'm testing out a new technique and let's see how it applies. So we're going to also apply a little bit of the green. We want to mix it with this peachy tone right over here. Now it's time to blend all of this stuff in. So let's first start off at the sides of the face to give it the most coverage. Now it's time to blend in that color corrector. So we're going to start off with the peach one and really just geared this towards the under eye. And now let's go in and blend the green part and really just keeping it on where I have all that redness. So now it's time to go in with our concealer. So we're just going to apply in the main points of our face and we're going to let it dry. So while that dries, we're going to start doing the brows. So I'm going to go in with some brow gel and running that all over the brows. So now we've let the concealer dry, so let's start blending this all out while also cleaning up that eye look. And now it's time to go in with a little bit of some liquid bronzer just to bring back some dimension to the face. Now let's go in with some pressed powder so we can set this face. For the main focal point of this look, we're going to go in with our liquid blush. Now we're going to apply this just right in the center of the face. Now when you blend it out, you really just want to focus this right in the center. You want to align it to your eye look. So because this look kind of strayed more straight this way, we're going to keep the blush just straight as well. Now I do want to go in with a brighter loose setting powder and we're just going to focus this right in the center point of our face. Let's go in with a little bit of some powder bronzer. Now I do want to have a little bit of contour on the nose just for some little bit of definition. So really focusing it just right in the socket first and then bringing it down. Now I'm definitely going in with more of a fluffy brush for just more of a natural look. Now you guys know me with my blush combo, so let's start setting the powder version on top of our liquids. So taking this really bright pink blush and really focusing it right where we placed our liquid base. We do need to have a blending shade to get rid of this awkward spacing over here. So going in with a really nice rosy beige shade and just right on the edges of this blush. See how much nicer that blend is compared to this one? There's definitely this like weird awkward spacing over here. So let's just tap tap tap. Now let's apply a little bit of some highlight just right on the tip of the nose and the tiniest little bit right here in the center, so that when we're looking aside, there's just that light catch of glow. Now we need to start finishing up the brow, so I'm going to take a little bit of a pomade and start carving out a shape for my brows. And now let's set the pomade with a little bit of some brow powder just right on top. Now I do want to do a liner combo, so I'm going to go right on top of our liner that we set down a while ago and just go in with a gel liner. This will ensure that our liner is not going to move at all. Now we do need to finish up this eye look, so we're going to go back in with that brownish shade and just run it through the under eye. Now I want to keep this really subtle just because this eye look, I really want to focus on the blush. So I love the blend that we already have, so I don't want to take away too much. I just want to have a nice even blend from the eyes to the cheeks. Now let's finish up the eye look by adding a little bit of some mascara right on the top lashes as well as the bottom lashes. And lastly, let's do a lip combo. So we're going to go in with a little bit of a more neutral tone brown shade, and our main star is this more muted mauvish pink. Now I don't really want to focus this look on the lips, so we're going to keep it a little bit more muted tones compared to the blush in the eyes. And lastly, we do need to set the face just to ensure that this makeup is not going anywhere. Now, you guys already know a look will never be complete unless you have your hair and your outfit ready, so I will be right back. And this is the final look. So I have my pink top on to match all of the pink. So this is our latest look. Now I call this look what if we were made for each other. So I hope you guys had a really fun time getting this glam with me, and if you guys recreate this look for your Valentine's, totally let me know. Okay, bye.